top 5 e-bikes, and I'll be walking you through the unboxing and the assembly of the Ride1up 500 today. You'll find affiliate links in the description of this video, so if you find this review helpful, please use the link to purchase a bike on Ride1up. So here's our bike as it was delivered. A side note, you can see a TV image on the side of the box, and I read that's to lower damage during delivery. The delivery time was within a few days, and it's probably because, just like Ride1up, I'm based in Southern California. To the actual unboxing, let me share some of the specs of this bike. You get 2 frame options, and then there are some additional options like a rack and fenders that you can add to the bike. Adding the rack and the fenders will cost you $100 though. We ordered the XR version without the rack and the fenders, so we paid $11.95 plus tax. Shipping is free with any Ride1up order. In addition, you get 2 different color options with the bike. General specs, range-wise, you're looking at 25 to 45 mile range, and that depends on weight, incline, assist level, and the throttle will do a max of 28 miles per hour, and you can get 28 miles with the assist. You can also find a complete listing of components on the site, which I'll skip for this review. Dimension and size-wise are also listed, and you can see that the weight of the bike is 53 pounds, which is on the lighter side for most e-bikes. You also see a listing of what's included, like the light and a kickstand. So again, this is a Ride1up 500, which we're about to unbox. Now let's get into the unboxing. Ride1up 1 has a very helpful video, which we'll link in the description, and we suggest that you actually watch part of the unboxing. They do suggest that you have someone help you take out the bike from the box, but I did it myself, so it's doable. Some of the honest feedback from top 5 e-bikes is that this bike does require more assembly than some of the other e-bikes on the market, and you could see that the fork, the handlebar, and part of the crank set is not assembled. And with some of the other e-bikes out there, you actually see this assembled. By the way, they do send you the chain wheel crank and not the left crank arm, which is what's shown in the video in the manual. But no surprises overall, just because we had seen the videos. They do include the tools as well. One other note is that you do need to add grease to your seat post, pedals, cranks, and headset. The assembly itself, probably the most challenging part of the assembly is adding the fork. I had to look at the video a couple times because I dropped the headset spacers. Once you assemble the fork, the next thing you can assemble are the handlebars and the front wheel. The handlebar itself isn't too difficult. It's just a matter of tightening the screws that come with the handlebar. And the front wheel, it's just a matter of inserting, although you do have to be careful with the brakes that you don't damage anything. From there, the next step would be the seat and the seat post. Let's go back to the one issue I ran into, which was a crank set. As I mentioned earlier in this video, the Ride1up manual and assembly video state that you'll only be assembling the crank arm. But the bike was actually delivered with this piece assembled, and we had to assemble the crank spider. If you're unfamiliar with the crank set, here's a picture of what I'm talking about. I made the mistake of attaching and securing the crank spider without making sure that it was aligned to the already assembled crank arm. When I tried riding the bike, I obviously noticed that this was the case. It was a simple fix, but it did give me a few minutes of frustration. But we did want to mention this so you're not caught off guard when you can't find any reference to this crank spider set rather than the crank arm. And this is the final outcome of our assembled Ride1up 500 with the correct alignment of crank arms. Our next video is going to review a test ride of our newly assembled e-bike. Thanks for following Top 5 E-Bikes. If you enjoyed this review, please subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment. Visit us at top5ebikes.com or some of our social media accounts. Thank you.